Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
A call for walk-up vaccinations leads to a long line outside Ford Field with hundreds of people rushing to get downtown after news spreads of extra doses available. Priya.
Heartbreaking video shows police rescuing a person trying to commit suicide.
So sorry, but I will get you the help you need.
And for one police department in Metro Detroit, this isn't the first time this month they've had to help a man in need.
Okay, Priya, but we begin with a wet and windy night across Metro Detroit. A lot of activity on Storm Tracker 4 with heavy rain expected overnight.
Yeah, let's get right over to Ben with when we're going to see the worst of this, Ben.
It's just off to our south, guys. We've gotten pretty light stuff up until this point, but we do anticipate that this rain is going to intensify overnight, and that's going to mean slow going tomorrow morning. So let's get to Storm Tracker 4, and we've been seeing just these light showers, and there have been some breaks in there too, but you can see down just at the parts of Lenawee County and out there towards Hillsdale, a little bit more activity going on, and even further to the south, there's quite a bit of activity. There's a lot of thunderstorms there across central Indiana and Ohio. Those will probably weaken, but I would not be surprised to hear some rumbles of thunder as this rain rolls through, and it is going to be heavy at times. In fact, we'll see this through the overnight hours, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. That's when we're expecting the worst of it. Some of these rainfall rates coming down at 1 inch per hour in the overnight. By 7 a.m., we're looking at most of this stuff to be north of 8 Mile, and then it wraps up by about 10 a.m. for most of us, leaving us dry for the rest of the day, but leaving quite a bit behind. Over 1 inch of rain expected, with some spots isolated locations may see as much as 2 inches of rain. And we're not done after tonight. The weekend's got another shot, and we'll time that out for you and talk more about the winds we expect for the morning commute in just a few minutes. Guys?
Okay, Ben. We've got some breaking news just in from Detroit's west side, where one man has been killed and 3 others wounded after a shootout in the area of Marlow and Midland near Humble Avenue. Police say it happened when a man assaulted a woman who then called family members. When they arrived, that's when shots were fired. One of the victim's family members says was shot in the head, I should say, and died on the scene. The suspect was also wounded in the shooting and is one of the 3 men now in the hospital.
Moving now to the coronavirus as Michigan records its highest number of cases this year.
The state reports 5,224 new cases and 49 additional deaths. The recent rise in cases is being blamed on the list of restrictions, the more contagious COVID variant, and pandemic fatigue. Tonight, Pfizer says its vaccine for kids ages 12 to 15 could be ready by the start of school this fall. It plans to share clinical trial data soon. Despite the recent surge, Governor Whitmer says she's not yet thinking about tightening restrictions.
It's not something that we're actively considering right now, but I've also learned in this moment, if so many people drop their guard that the numbers dramatically continue to increase, that perhaps that's a tool we might need to use, but I'm hoping that it's not.
Right now, the state reports 30% of Michiganders have received at least 1 dose of the vaccine.
And despite those COVID numbers on the rise, there were a lot of no-shows this week at Ford Field for the vaccine. That had FEMA putting out a call around 5 o'clock tonight that any adult who wanted to be vaccinated could get one if they were lined up by 6. Our Mara McDonald is live at Ford Field tonight. Mara, people hustled down there too.
Oh, Jace, they sure did. There was a huge line out here of mostly 20 and 30-somethings all eager to get in here. Let me show you. No age restrictions on vaccines brought out hundreds late this afternoon.
A friend got a text in that they were doing COVID vaccines at Ford Field, and I was right up the street. And we were just talking about it, and I was like, well, I need to figure out a way that I can get it. And I just walked over here.
Here's what happened. Ford Field can vaccinate up to 6,000 people a day in the process FEMA has set up here. The only issue is people have not been showing up for their appointments. For example, yesterday only 2,500 people showed. So today, with a healthy supply and not enough arms to stick it in, they put out the call early this evening. There would be no restrictions in place if you wanted a vaccine. And boy, did people turn out on the fly to take advantage.
You can feel the sprinkles.
Yeah.
Our weather guys say that we've got drenching rain coming that's going to last all night.
Yeah.
I mean, are you willing to stand out here and get wet?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd stand out here. In fact, I was kind of thinking maybe it would clear out the line a little bit and increase my chances, but Yeah, for sure. I've been looking forward to doing this.
So you guys, I mean, you just hustled down here to make it happen?
Oh yeah, 30-minute drive. Came super quickly.
Why is it important to you to get this vaccine?
For my family, so they're safe.
Back here live. So already tonight I've gotten a bunch of emails from people asking, hey, Mara, do you think that we're going to see excess vaccines? Do you think they're going to do the same thing tomorrow? And the reality is, I don't think anybody really knows. It depends on how many people make appointments and how many people no-show. But I'll tell you this, Jason and Kimberly, if they do offer that up, they will tell us about it and we will put it on air and online. We're live downtown tonight. I'm Mara McDonald. Local 4.
As you like to say, Mara, stand by and we'll see what happens. Thank you.
Body cam video tonight showing Wyandotte police carefully approaching two men trying to harm themselves. The incidents were 10 days apart and highlights the growing mental health crisis gripping the country. As Priya Mann reports, the officers' empathy and crisis intervention training saved lives.
Since the pandemic began, the CDC says suicidal thoughts have increased in all age groups. And just this month alone, Wyandotte police helped save two men, one in his early 30s, the other in his late 50s. Both were trying to jump in the Detroit River.
I'm so sorry, but I will get you the help you need. Please, please.
Early Wednesday morning, Wyandotte police were trying desperately to prevent a man from jumping into the Detroit River.
I'm homeless. I'm sorry.
It's dark. The water's obviously dark, and that presents a very dangerous situation.
Trained in crisis intervention, the officers slowly built a rapport with the man.
Once he did get close enough, he grabbed a hold of the man as he was attempting to jump in the river. And once the officer had a hold of him, the man actually began to struggle with the officer, trying to climb over the edge. And he nearly took the officer over with him.
That's when another officer jumped into action and the pair stopped the man from harming himself.
We're not going in the water, man. Okay, we're going to get you the help you need.
Hey man, I don't know what you're going through.
Sadly, just 10 days earlier, Wyandotte police got a similar call about another man trying to jump into the Detroit River.
That young man was in severe emotional crisis. You could tell by his behavior. He was sobbing. He was not looking at the officer. He was not acknowledging the officer.
I'm tired. When the officer got close enough, he touched the man, realized he wouldn't fight back, and pulled him to safety.
These two men didn't think they had any friends. They didn't think they had any family members, but they have a complete stranger in these officers that truly care, and you can tell they care by sincerity from their voice. They saved these two men. Without a doubt, they saved their lives.
In Wyandotte, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.
Really incredible. Well, both men were taken to the hospital to be evaluated. If you are struggling with thoughts of harming yourself, you can call the National Suicide Prevention Line at 1-800-273-8255.
Tonight, the president of Eastern Michigan University responding to a lawsuit that alleges the school covered up sexual assaults over a 5-year period. 11 women filed the Title IX lawsuit claiming the school ignored reports of rape. Two fraternities, Alpha Sigma Phi and Delta Tau Delta, are also named in the suit. A rally was held on campus today with hundreds showing support to the victims. The university president releasing a statement addressing the lawsuit tonight, which reads in part, upon learning about these reported assaults last fall and as announced in September 2020, we undertook a thorough, independent, external review of our Title IX and surrounding practices. We are committed to knowing if our processes related to these cases were followed by university employees, and if not, why not, and what steps should be taken to ensure that our students are protected and supported.
Quicken Loans founder Dan Gilbert today announcing a big gift he hopes will help impact Detroiters for generations. Gilbert and his wife Jennifer are planning to invest $500 million to the city and its residents. $15 million of that will go directly toward paying off overdue property taxes for about 20,000 Detroiters.
We expect this first investment to impact every neighborhood across the city. Through the Gilbert Family Foundation and Rock Community Fund, we hope this $500 million investment will touch every single Detroiter in some way, shape, or form.
To find out if you qualify to receive funding, we've put a link to the property tax assistance page on our website at clickondetroit.com.
The global chip shortage is now causing Ford to idle production of one of its best-selling vehicles. Ford's Dearborn truck plant, where it makes the highly profitable F-150 pickup, will be idled starting tomorrow through Sunday. Work will then resume on Monday. The chip shortage is impacting automakers worldwide, and according to estimates, could shave as much as $2.5 billion off its 2021 profits.
Still ahead, a couple is fighting to move into their dream home 1 year after purchasing it.
The legal loophole that's keeping them out and why there's little they can do about it right now. Sandra.
She's been singing her way into the hearts of hockey fans for years. How did this local mom turn what was once a fun hobby into a booming business?
It completely started from nothing, like just as something fun for me to do.
I'm Sandra Ali. Our Women's History Month series continues. See how this hardworking mom is setting an example for her daughter, running her own company and its team of women. Her story will inspire you. Coming up,